Welcome to Campus. I'm Alan Shimp, and this is Campus Classic Movies. The Stranger is a 1946 film with Orson Welles, Edward G. Robinson, and Loretta Young. The fascinating thing about this one is that it's one of those love it or hate it movies. It's easy to have unrealistic expectations for Orson Welles. He made Citizen Kane at the age of 26 and was hailed as a boy genius. The problem is, how do you follow that up? To really appreciate The Stranger, you have to put it in the context of when it was made. It was released 1 year after the Allies had defeated the Nazis, so it's a post-war movie, but they must have started on it before the war ended in the Pacific. The United Nations had just been formed when it was released, but the Cold War wouldn't really start for another decade. So, at this point, the biggest concern was bringing Nazi criminals to justice and the denazification of Germany. The film appears melodramatic and paranoid today, but the concern that there could be Nazis among us was every bit as real as thinking that terrorists are among us today. And the notion that there might be a Fourth Reich did not seem implausible at the time. Professor Rankin's speech about the German mindset must have been absolutely chilling. And in that speech, he folds in a lot of ideas that would have been more impactful when the film was made. He talks about the fascist takeover in Spain, fascist Italy's invasion of Ethiopia, and references the works of Richard Wagner, a composer known to have been one of Adolf Hitler's favorites. He also says that the Germans don't know for whom the bell tolls. This is both a reference to the Hemingway novel that was popular at the time, and to the John Donne poem to which it refers. The bell, of course, is a funeral bell. Ask not for whom the bell tolls, it tolls for thee. The professor believes that Germans do not think the war is over. He certainly doesn't think so. Today, the idea that the professor is repairing a clock will probably go unnoticed. But at the time, the idea of a German clockmaker was a stereotype. Clocks like the one in the movie have very complex mechanisms, and the stereotype was that Germans are good clockmakers because they are devoted to precision. Works like this film take it even further, painting German precision as contributing to a lack of compassion and morals. This can also be seen in the film-within-a-film device. Most Americans had not seen the footage of the death camps at this time, and undoubtedly they were horrified right along with Mary to see it. But also note that the scene contains the clock-like whirring of gears in the projector to emphasize the fact that the Nazis moved forth with a machine-like precision. Mary, and you should note the use of a wholesome American name, assumes she's never seen a Nazi before because they must look like some sort of monster. The audience knows better because they've already seen her husband murder a man and dump his body in a shallow grave, a fate met by many in the Holocaust. Yeah, the film can seem a little melodramatic today because fewer and fewer people have ever seen a Nazi in real life. The threat is gone, and the term Nazi seems as scary as the boogeyman or Sasquatch. People are even glibly referred to as soup Nazis or feminazis. But if you suspend your disbelief and put yourself in the mindset of small-town America in 1946, you will find yourself watching a taut thriller.